how's everybody doing tonight? I am somehow alive after, what was it? I think I went to bed at like 8 a.m. Yeah, I went to bed at 8 a.m. and then I woke up at 2:30 again. But welcome in. I had so much fun last night reading the SCP files. Do we want me to turn off this mic? Hold on, let me go turn on my mic with its actual like quality filters on. It's alright, it's okay. Why can I still hear myself? What? Off. Out of here. Out of here. I don't want double of me. I like Spooky. I think Spooky is my favorite. I decorated. Look. I decorated the gamer milk bar a little bit. Not just creepy red lighting. Now there's pumpkins. And they move. Look at them go. I made it all nice. I wanted to add to the atmosphere. Hulk boobies? No. I think I'd rather be a Frankenstein than a Hulk, to be honest. Though, could you imagine me with like the Hulk body type? That would be fucking sick, right? I want to look like I've never skipped a leg day. I want to look like I've never skipped toe day. I want like big, beefy, buff legs and massive buff feet. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I wanted to wear my nice hat. Oh my god. Maybe I should ask Kono about buff lady artists and see if there's somebody out there that would draw me as the Hulk. Oh my god, yes! You know what? I take it back. I don't want to go back in time and beat younger me with my cane. I want to go back in time and beat younger me after going on a binge of exercising and getting really, really buff. I want to be super duper buff. I had a buddy that grew up in my hometown, and this is a story about a muscle woman. We're getting a story about a muscle woman real quick. So I had a buddy who I grew up with in my small town of Texas. Well, his mom was she was a professional bodybuilder, and she was ripped. She scared the fuck out of me. She scared the fuck out of me. She was like super duper ripped, like the neck and the shoulders did not have any kind of separation in size. She was buff as fuck. Very intimidating. Not a very friendly woman either. Hi, Gersh. And she came to school one day, and that was my first time seeing her in person. I'd seen her on YouTube, because for some reason this guy thought it would be a good idea to show all of the kids he went to junior high and high school with his mom's like bodybuilder muscle mommy YouTube page. Why is there a gnat on my microphone? Get out of here! I hate that it's gnat season. It didn't go well for him. Everybody was like, damn mom, damn dude, your mom is buff as fuck. Followed up with going and reading the comments on her videos. Do you know how many times I saw people like just nonchalantly wanting this woman to crush them to death? And it was not hard to tell that it was a sex thing. Because especially back then, you know, everything's a sex thing. It's funnier that way. And all of us were like, oh god, dude, these guys want to fuck your mom. And he was like, what? Nuh-uh, no they don't. They're just her like her fans and stuff for the you know, weightlifting shows and the muscle shows. And we were like, dude, Dude, they want to fuck your mom. Those are all comments about like wanting your mom to like dominate them and stuff. I think we ruined that. We ruined that for him. Long time. Weren't you here earlier? Gideon, weren't you here earlier when I was like deliriously reading the SCP files? Am I crazy? Death by snoo snoo. Death by snoo snoo. Was that a sarcasm? Did you pull a sarcasm on me? Did you pull a fucking sarcasm on someone who doesn't fully understand sarcasm? You got me. God damn it. That's the easiest way to make me look like an idiot. Especially in text. Why am I drastically shrinking and growing in size? But I feel like that's the best way to get me and make me sound stupid as hell. That or just mention something from 5 minutes ago that I don't remember talking about. The muscle mommy thingy, though, I remember talking about. We're still talking about the muscle mommy thing. That's forever gonna be embedded into my brain. I'm gonna tell like my descendants about this. I'll be the crazy aunt in the corner. Like one day, one of my friends decided to show me his mother's muscle mommy YouTube page, and everybody wanted her to crush them to death. I was scared of the woman, but you know, some men out there actually get off quite easily to the idea of a big strong woman double their size crushing them between the thighs. If they're lucky, they'd be killed while doing the do.
A fantastic day for capitalism.
A little sideways action. I often wonder whether or not the muscle mommy would be the top in the situation. I know she would be the dom, but what would the ideal position be for getting plowed by a muscle mommy? Like, what is the optimal muscle mommy position to take? I feel like it would not be, cowgirl. That's the ideal one. If I had to decide, if it was up to me, it would be the cowgirl, not reverse, because then you don't get to see the front and all the abs and like the big strong arms. You know, sweetie, back in the day, I was known to possess a great amount of swag. Yeah. Now, another question. Pegging. Muscle mommy. Pegging. Huh? Yes? Yes! One yes! Hooray! Hooray! Yay! Hooray! The consensus is in. Mandatory muscle mommy pegging. You know, even with context, this doesn't make it any better. Yeah. What? What did I do? YouTube chat in my brain is questioning me. They're saying, Neo, this is why you're not allowed to be seen. This is why you stay in my head. What the fuck? When did I say that? Hold on. Quote number 6. Hello Kitty cannot be a throat goat. Hello Kitty Island Adventure. What the fuck? Oh. My god. I didn't even know we had the ability to quote here. Why is that a quote? Why is that something I've said? Why did I say Hello Kitty cannot be a throat goat? because she doesn't have a mouth. She can't be. It says Hello Kitty she can't be a throat goat. Hello Kitty cannot be a throat goat. Quote number 3, spreading it all over you, just chatting. What the fuck is wrong with me? Stream Elements is being stupid. Stream Elements doesn't have quotes. Quote, show off your body. That may be a little bit too much for Twitch. I have to kill it. Goodbye. I'm sorry. It has to die. I feel like that would be an easy way to die, though. Like, I'm not gonna say exactly what you typed in chat, but that would be an easy way to die. The way that's written sounds more like you're a teacher. Show of your body. Who here wants to answer the question? Oh god, no, that sounds awful. Show of hands. Who here? Muscle mommy. Why are we still on the muscle mommy topic? How did this turn into muscle mommies? All because of the Hulk? What did the Hulk lead? I didn't even do my stream intro. I didn't even... Oh, hi, Bear. Hi, Bear. We started talking about muscle mommies, and then I thought it would be funny to get drawn with the Hulk's, like, exact, you know, ratio. I want the Hulk's body type down to the big giant stomper feet. Like, I want the no neck. I want to be drawn like that, but like with my hair still and all my cute clothes. I want to be drawn as the Hulk. Teachers? I used to be a teacher for a bit. I was a pre-K teacher. I taught pre-K 3. And then I kept getting sick. Like really, really sick. So I had to quit that. I realized pretty quickly that it's not easy being a teacher whenever you have a very bad immune system and then you end up getting like the flu every fucking week. Thank you for the stretch. Ooh. Ooh, hello, Tiersy. I used to be a teacher. Now I am obviously, look at me. I'm a businesswoman, you can tell. I'm not saying, that I am the type, but I'm thinking of like, what am I? Ex-teacher, ex-exotic dancer, current plushie designer, streamer. I think I just burnt out, definitely dying, gifted and talented kid. That's my type. That's what I am. So if you like burnt out, gifted and talented, goth, short people, that's me. I'd never, you know, date you, but I'm proof that they exist. She's a businessman with a business plan. She's gonna make your money in a business land. If you're here to talk turkey, she's here to talk shop. She's definitely not a cop. I did almost join the military, though. I was gonna get a waiver for my height, and I was gonna get a waiver for a bunch of my other stuff, because I wanted to argue that if I could get a high enough score on my ASVAB, that I would get to join. They were desperate. They were fucking desperate, and I got it cleared. The only thing that happened was I found out that I had like more medical issues than once thought, and then I had to not do that. And then I backed out because they were like, yeah, if you do good on the ASVAB, like, we'll take you. You just gotta get waivers. And I was like, I could do that. I can get waivers. And I could have. I could have done it. I was signing up for the Air Force. I was gonna be in the Air Force. In some alternate reality, there is an airman Neo. And I want you to think about that. In some alternate universe, there is a NeoPo that joined the military. This is the Neo that was accidentally a government psyop. Maybe that's why they wanted me. They wanted me because they knew they had it in my file that I was used as a military psyop at one point. I'm small enough to fit in an airplane. I'm teeny tiny enough to fit into an airplane. They could show I could be a jockey. That would have been a cool career. 4'7", 90 pounds. That horse would zoom. That horse would fucking fly with me on its back. This is Neo after a failed Captain America experiment. I've been put in multiple suitcases, actually. So, the first time I got put into a suitcase, my dad, who was like 16, 17 at the time, he was like, hey, kid, you're small. And I was like, yeah. He was like, you could fit in this suitcase. And I was like, yeah. And so my teenage father had this bright idea to get three-year-old me, 4-year-old me, to climb inside of a suitcase. And I did. And he zipped it up. And at first, I thought it was really fucking funny. And I was giggling, and he was laughing. And then I started to have vivid hallucinations that I was floating in space, and that there were monsters all around me in that space. And I started panicking. And my dad was like, okay, I'll get you out, as I'm screaming, like, Daddy, the monsters, Daddy, please, Daddy, the monsters. And my dad was like, I'll get you out, little buddy. And then he didn't realize this, but it was a automatic locking suitcase. And he didn't have the key. And he zipped it all the way up, and it locked in, like it fucking locked down. I'm screaming. He's panicking. He's getting frustrated because he can't get me out. He can't find my grandma, his mom. He can't find his dad. I think he was like watching me. Because they very much so were the ones taking care of me. This is a good example. Couldn't find them. He was panicking. I was panicking. The monsters were all around me, surrounding me. He starts banging. Hold on, I wanna turn on the ASMR mic. You need the sound effects for this. So anyways, he starts banging, like on one side of the suitcase, like, get over here, get over here, get on this side of the suitcase, now! And I was like, okay! And I like pushed myself as far against the side of the suitcase where he was banging as I could. And the next thing I know, I see stabbing, penetrating into the suitcase, light peering through, and like him pushing his hands through the hole and ripping it open. It was like being reborn. I was being reborn that day. He pulled me out of the suitcase after like cutting through it to rip me out. And we've since like told this story to each other one drinking night. But for me, I was like, thank you, Daddy. You saved me. You saved me from the monsters, and you got me out of the scary place. Thank you so much, Daddy. And I was like hugging him really tight and desperate, just like, thank you, Papa. Oh, Papa, you wonderful, kind man. You saved me. And on my dad's perspective of this, He had just locked his toddler into a suitcase, almost stabbed her with a big fucking pair of scissors. And then here she is, like Stockholm Syndrome, hugging you like, you saved me, Daddy. Thank you so much, Father. You are such the best dad. You are the best dad ever. Oh, such a funny story. Oh, it's a funny story. It was traumatic, but that's one where I can actually like laugh at it with people. Whereas I told other stories where I'm like, haha, what a funny little story. And they're like, no, that's just trauma. Hold on, Bitsy wants in. Oh, Bitsy. Come in here, Bitsy. Enter my room, Bitsy. Oh, hello, Bitsy. Hello, Bitsy. Okay, don't scream. That's enough of that. That's enough. No. Oh. I know you're very excited. You want to be in my lap? I'm back. Let's see. I wonder if I have any fun stories that I could tell for like Halloween. She did. You didn't, did you? Did you get your bacon strip? You get your bacon strip. Oh, she's cold. She just came in from outside. She needs little rain boots and a thick little winter outfit. It's getting cold. It's getting cold. Where'd you be? Bitsy, you could be ASMR. Sniff the microphone. She tried. She is. She's a long-haired, itty-bitty little chihuahua. I love chihuahuas. I've always had chihuahuas. Since I was like a toddler. My first dog was a chihuahua. My last dog is probably going to be a chihuahua. You baby. You need a baby. You need little clothes. You need a little hat. I post pictures of her onto our Discord sometimes. Bitsy. But yeah, I've always had chihuahuas. I love them. I relate to them heavily. Much like me, they are itty-bitty and filled with medical problems and you know, personality disorders. You got a personality disorder, Bitsy? Huh? I think you do. I think you have a personality disorder, Bitsy. Oh, I forgot to get water. No! There we go. But, God. Yeah, so long story short, it's not an idea. Well, it's an idea. It's not a good idea. It's not a good idea to put a child in a suitcase. Even though it's really funny that they can fit in the suitcase. Because you never know what will happen. I haven't done my intro yet. This has been ADHD segueing from one conversation to another. Let's see. You know what? Hold on. Here we go. It's like it never happened. Hi everybody, it's me, NeoPo Senpai, your local pint-sized milkman SCP, owner, operator, and CEO of the one and only Gamer Milk Farm. Come on in, pull up a chair. And by chair I mean the small dog you all inhabit together. And today, we're just, you know, vibing, we're hanging out, we're having fun conversations. We've talked about muscle mommies, we've talked about locking children into automatic locking suitcases and having to have them be reborn by ripping them out with a pair of scissors. That was my second experience with being cut out of something. My rebirth was also a C-section. God damn. Did anybody else's mom, like, if you were cut out, or if you were a C-section baby, I should say, if you were a C-section baby, did your mom ever call you a tumor baby? Is that like a common experience? I need other tumor babies to raise their hands right now. I feel a little alone. Hi, Lee. I don't know. I don't want to be alone in this. Okay, one of you has to be a fucking tumor baby, and your mom has to have called you a tumor baby before. I've been called an accident, if that count. Oh. At least I can say I wasn't. I was planned. It was a bad plan, and it was a one-sided plan, but I was planned. For all the wrong reasons. Man, I wish I was an accident and that I didn't happen. Fuck. God. Who planned? My mom planned it. So my dad, let's backtrack a little bit. My mom, at the age of 17, was living in a really bad situation. And she thought, you know what will get me out of this household? If I get pregnant. And so she was like, but I don't have a boyfriend. But there is this like freshman who's been writing me little love notes in my locker. He likes me. I bet he'd be DTF. And I can get pregnant by him. It's genius. Genius. And so my mom pretty much like tricked my dad into dating her because he had a crush on her. And she was like junior, senior. She was like a junior or senior, and he was a fresh little baby freshman. Awful. My mom is an awful person. Anyways, so she got pregnant with me, and her mom, being the awful person that she was, she straight up went to my grandma and was like, hey, yeah, we're gonna abort this baby. It's not your responsibility. My daughter's just a slut, and your son is a victim in this, and you don't have to worry about it. And my grandma was like, what the fuck are you talking about? No, my son helped make that baby. He did mistake, but it's not the baby's fault. So we're gonna be there for the baby. And she told me straight up too. My grandma, my dad's mom, was like, yeah, and your mom's mom is a fucking awful, terrible person, and I didn't want you to turn into a awful, terrible person. So we're just gonna get you. We're just gonna like get you and treat you good whenever we can. And so my mom's plan to get pregnant and get out of her mom's house worked because she refused the abortion. They couldn't force her to do it. And she didn't want to take care of the bastard child, me. So my dad's parents took my mom in, and she got to live in like an actual healthy household for a while, but proceeded to like super duper abuse my dad. Like heavily abuse my dad. My poor little freshman dad experienced his first girlfriend being a 100% abuser. Oh my fucking god. Like this poor kid. But long story short, My mom got pregnant with me, got out of her house, which was her plan, had me, didn't have a plan for after that, and then I experienced the worst 25 years of existence that I think I could have experienced, to be honest. And now I'm here. Hooray! And fun fact, we haven't spoken to my mom in 5 years. There was a point where we used to have just chatting streams, and you could hear the police in the background and the screaming and like the death threats and stuff. That was an interesting time. And that turned into eventually being the Meth Head Chronicles, where I would give like weird little fun updates on, hey, what's my mom up to? What's my stepdad up to? Oh, they're stealing RVs today, guys. And they're spray painting them solid black because they think that gets rid of any type of identifying feature to report this RV as a stolen RV if found. Hooray! Those motherfuckers were crazy people, and I have not spoken to them in many years. Many years. It took my frontal lobe developing more to go, you know what? Maybe I don't want to be around these people just because I'm related to them. You know, novel thought. I don't think I actually have to be here. I think I could just fuck off. And so I just fucked off. And I realized, like, I don't have to give a phone number to anybody. I don't have to add them on Facebook. I can make my Facebook private. I had to delete people because they were sending pictures of me to these family members who had, you know, tried to murder me and abused me in all kinds of different ways. So I just started having to like cut out people. And half the time it was like, oh, but that's your mom. That's your mom. That's your stepdad. And I'd be like, yeah, they are. That doesn't change anything. I think that, in fact, makes it quite worse. We're not doing that. Why are you staring, Bear? I'm not doxing myself. I'm telling lore. There's no identifying information being given. I'm giving lore. Okay? I feel like there is a bit, over-exaggeration on me doxing myself. It's more of like a bit. Because I used to be a whole lot less separate with VTuber versus real life. That's changed. Yeah, I've told a couple of these stories before, but new people come in and they get curious because, you know, I drop a little tidbit or somebody mentions something, and then it's like, well, I have to tell the story again. And I feel like understanding what made me me explains a lot of who I am. So what's your mom's full name? Also, is this the same as your last name? Also, what's your work location exactly? Plus a list of your fears. I'm afraid of seagulls. I'm very afraid of seagulls. I'm afraid of velociraptors. I'm afraid, actually specifically, I'm afraid, or I used to be afraid when I was a kid, that if I was outside for too long, a velociraptor would escape. Is that water in a wine glass?
You get what you get.
Thank you. But I was afraid that if I was outside for too long, a velociraptor would break out from some science facility nearby my house, my trailer park I lived in, because there had to have been some kind of science facility near me creating dinosaurs, and I was so afraid that if I was outside for an extended amount of time, that a velociraptor would come running out from the fields nearby my trailer and kill me. And that was a legitimate thing that freaked me out. And what sucked is my mom would lock me outside from like the sun comes up till the sun went down. She would lock the fucking doors so that she could take a nap and sleep. And then I would be standing out there like, the velociraptors. Huh, it's been an hour. I think it's been an hour. They're coming. The likelihood of a velociraptor has risen. It has risen. It has risen greatly. And I would run over to a neighbor's house and be like, please, can I come inside? It's so hot out here in the Texas heat. I would like to drink some water that isn't from the water hose. I would like to come in. What's neat too is I had a neighbor across the street who owned a vending machine company. So they would just like give me snacks, and then they would bring trash bags of expired vending machine snacks over. And oh my god, it was the most, you weren't hungry. There was no hunger because my mom would just leave the bag there for us to like scavenge through like little raccoons whenever we were hungry. I feel for your dad. I was with my high school sweetheart for 15 years. She cheated on me the whole time and controlled everything and mentally messed me up. It took us having kids for me to muster enough courage to ask for a divorce. Now she's trying to take full custody of the kids. That sucks, man. I'm so sorry. That's such a hard thing too, because whenever you marry, like specifically like your high school sweetheart, that's like a big bond that happens. And I feel like through high school, you bond really heavily, especially if you date somebody for an extended period of time within that time, because you're finding yourself and they're finding themselves, and you can kind of like intertwine in that way, you know? You sort of partially meld together. I think that's why a lot of people still think about like their high school sweetheart, if they didn't end up, you know, being together after high school. They're usually the person that is kind of stuck in your brain for a little bit, or at least they pop out more often than others. It is such a scary thing. It's such a scary thing. Gosh. I couldn't imagine that, honestly. Like, giving that much of myself to somebody is so scary. That is such a scary, scary thing. And see, I'm a self-sabotager. There was a point where I almost married my one of my high school sweethearts. But my little traumatized brain was like, everything is too good here. Everybody's too nice to me. This house is clean. Finances are stable and everyone is well adjusted. I think I will fuck this up by just existing. And then I fucked off. And I fucked off hard. Really, really. I just like went full on like disassociated and swung my little hammer and got the fuck out of there. Because I was really afraid going through my healing process that I would destroy everything. Which I guess I just did it. I did it ahead of time. I was like, you know what? I'll do it before it's done to me. And then, you know, I'll avoid it. I'll avoid that stuff. And I somehow the logic of avoid terrible things happening was be the terrible thing to happen. No, it's like you get so used to it. Yeah. Been this way for so long, it feels like something's off when I'm not depressed. Yeah, you get so used to being in a certain situation that the fear of the unknown it's horrifying. Because everything feels wrong. So like for me, I always lived in a very combative household. For me, a relationship was two people making terrible decisions together and screaming and fighting and having big massive blow-ups and like threats to leave and stuff, and then coming together and being like, oh, we're gonna get through this, I love you, I can't do this. And that was my normal. That's what I witnessed, except with them it was a lot more like punching and breaking stuff and screaming. So a lot of my relationships when I was a teenager was just like a lot of fighting, a lot of like not trusting each other, a lot of just like needless drama. And it was what I was used to. And then I ended up dating somebody, and it was very, very different. There wasn't fighting, there wasn't screaming, there wasn't threats to leave. It was just playing video games together and going to work together and watching movies and pretty much just like doing a lot of stuff with friends and actually going out to date nights and things like that. Yeah. And it wasn't normal for me. And around the time that, you know, things went a little crazy, my mom tried to like gank me. My mom tried to send me back to where I came from, and him and his family, they got me out. They like kept me safe in their house and called the cops, and they escorted me with police to like get my things, and I had to move to my dad's house. And I went from a really strict, really abusive household to a really lenient, you're a teenager, do whatever you want household. And that switch in authority and in power and all of that, I think it was like just too much for me. I graduated high school early, so I had like 4 months of just existing, and he was still going to school. I was going through a lot of recovering through a really bad situation. And I think I just like kind of snapped. I snapped. I went into a kind of psychosis where I was like, I'm the worst person ever in this entire world. And if I stay in this situation, I am going to be the toxic one that like destroys everything. Or he's gonna decide like he actually doesn't like me, but he's gonna stay with me out of pity. And then I'm gonna get cheated on. And then all of this stuff's gonna happen. Like, I was so afraid to continue being in the situation I was in, because I was like, he's good and he makes me happy, but I'm afraid of feeling what it's like to get hurt. And I was really like pushing him off and being a bitch, even though I didn't want to be. I was being a bitch. I was trying to be a standoffish and cold, stone-faced, completely opposite girlfriend than I had been. Ugh. It's crazy. It's crazy how complicated human brains are and human relationships are. And it's still something that I've been processing, and this happened forever ago. Like, there's no taking it back. There's no taking it back. There's no, you know, any kind of, like, rewind situation. I'm happy with where I'm at. Like, no matter what, I'm always gonna be happy with where I'm at. Because I'm not where I was, like I said earlier today. But it's something I feel like I'm always going to be kind of coming back to. Not because I have regrets, but because, like, I do not like that out of fear, I hurt somebody who really cared about me. And I lost a friend. Like, there could have been a better way where I could have ended things and we could still be friends. Because they helped me discover a lot of who I was that I didn't know was inside of me, because I never really had, like, I don't know, that kind of person that just was just like a positive influence. Which is funny because he was a shithead to a lot of people. He was a shithead to me. We started off as like enemies. He was my ex-boyfriend's best friend. He hated me because my ex-junior high boyfriend, the one who wrote like that whole Reddit post about me in our almost 30s, he was like, yeah, that's my bitch ex-girlfriend. And I was like, fuck you. And then he was like, fuck you. And then we got into actual fist fights and shit because of my little rat face ex. And somehow it just ended up leading to me and him hanging out and then dating. You should listen to the song, The Bird Song. It's sort of about that feeling of not wanting to be the one to hurt someone else, but also not wanting to be the one to get hurt. Yeah. I think, like, really what it was, too, is, like, it was going so good, and I felt safe, but then that doubt really started hitting me in the head really hard, especially after I moved 5 hours away. Because I was like, well, what if he only likes me because, you know, I'm close to him? What happens whenever I'm living 5 hours away now and he maybe starts hanging out with another girl, or, you know, we're not around each other? He circumvented that by coming and visiting every fucking weekend. Like, he drove 5 hours to come visit me every fucking weekend. And my brain still somehow was like, yeah, no, he hates me. He's gonna end up hating me. This guy's gonna end up, like, cheating on me. He's gonna turn into, like, an abusive, evil guy, and I don't think I can take going through that. I don't think I can do that, I said, as he drove to my house 5 hours away with a giant fucking teddy bear in the car. And normally it would, yeah, no, normally long distance would put strain, but he didn't let that be a thing. He fucking every weekend, 5 hours there and then 5 hours back so he could go back to school. He took off work on the weekends. And our boss let him because we worked together for like a whole year. I had worked at this job for 2 years. And he would come in there. He'd been going there to go skating since like junior high. So he was known there. I was known there because I worked there and I had been going there since junior high. And I got him hired. And we were a really good team too. Like, our managers would put us on shift together and assign us to the same station for work because we actually just like, we liked to work together. So like 90% of the time, it would be us working like the rental booth. And we would get to hang out and like talk to each other and stuff during shift. But then whenever we had customers come in, you wouldn't even know that we were dating because we were like, hey, I need a pair of 10. I need a pair of inlines 9. I need, you know, whatever done. Hey, can you take these shoes to the back and can you repair these skates? Like, yeah, I got you. And then just getting through the busy Friday nights, the busy Saturday nights. Like, the weekends were always crazy. lots and lots of them up on our feet and running around, manning the DJ booth, monitoring the floor. We got to skate whenever we went on breaks. We would eat this weird snack concoction that I came up with at one point because food was free. We got free snacks when I worked there. Not anymore. They don't do it anymore. But I would get Lay's potato chips and cover them in nacho cheese. And that would be my work snack. That was the only thing I could get from work that I couldn't get like at the store or at anywhere else. So that was my fucking jam. That was my butter and bread, you know? That was the cool, delicious food that I really, really wanted. And I got them hooked on it too. So they started eating it too. Ugh. Redneck nachos! Yes, redneck nachos. Thank you, Cozy, and the YouTube chat that is stuck inside of my brain and not allowed to be visible. But yeah, no. Relationships are weird. Especially whenever you have a lot of baggage. There is no war in Ba Sing Se. I love fucking around with food sometimes because you find pleasant surprises. I feel like that's how the cheddar peanut butter crackers thing became popular. Like, I would have never known that cheddar crackers and peanut butter was good together had somebody not discovered that before me. Sadie, could you imagine cheddar crackers and peanut butter tasting good if you didn't already know from the pre-made product?
As a stoner, I've learned that food experimentation is just part of the process.
Okay. Sadie came in just in time to give her feedback on food amalgamations. What the fuck? She did. She brought me more water in a wine glass. All of our dishes are currently being ran in the dishwasher. I feel so fancy. I'm trying to think of weird food Okay, I don't know why this sounds weird to so many people. Kids in school thought I was weird too. I really like the school lunch pizza, you know? I like that dipped in ketchup. And I would get like the cheese sticks that was just like the cut off stuffed crust of a pizza. I liked getting those and dipping them in ketchup too. And everybody always looked at me like I was fucking crazy. And I was like, it's tomato sauce. It's tomatoes. There's already tomato sauce on the pizza. I'm just saucing it up more. What's so fucking wrong with that? It's just ketchup. Jello with soy sauce. Oh God. Mustard and macaroni, why? I feel like there's a lot of people that eat steak and eggs with ketchup though. You know what also is a weird combo? Bacon and chocolate. Bacon and chocolate is a really weird combination, in my opinion. And my dad loves the stuff. What? What do you mean I lost my right to judge? What made me lose? What did I say that was so outlandish that made me lose my right to judge? You can hear me playing the drums on Bitsy. Oh, I think somebody asked earlier if we're doing karaoke tonight. I didn't plan on it, but I wouldn't mind. Smack the dog. Smack the... Pizza and ketchup is not bad! It's just sauce on sauce! It's just sauce on sauce! What's wrong with sauce on sauce? There's nothing wrong with sauce on sauce. She's not wearing a sweater. She's just laying on my lap, getting her back scratched. She is a very itchy creature. She's very, very easily made itchy. Fries and mayo, why? I don't like mayonnaise. I think you're gonna lose me at mustard or mayonnaise. I'm really weird about sauces. I'm like really weird with sauces. Ooh, actually, double quarter pounder or a double cheeseburger from McDonald's dipped in buffalo sauce from McDonald's. You following me? Dip burger in buffalo sauce. I don't know what it tastes like with like condiments and stuff. I always get my burgers plain and dry, so just meat and cheese. So I know that tastes good. That tastes really good, dipped into buffalo sauce. What else tastes good that I have done? Nacho cheese from Taco Bell poured onto a rotisserie chicken Subway sandwich. Rotisserie chicken, provolone, a little bit of bacon, spinach, avocado, Parmesan cheese, salt, nacho cheese from Taco Bell. It is. I don't get it nearly as much as I used to. I want to eat soup in a bread bowl. Yeah, my normal sandwich order from Subway is a Italian urban cheese with rotisserie chicken, provolone cheese, toasted with spinach, avocado, Parmesan, and salt, and garlic aioli sauce. I really like garlic aioli sauce, so I only get Subway sandwiches like on rare occasions because it's one of the things that activates my stomach problems. If I have garlic, I'm sick to my stomach for a while. Like a while. You have Subway coupons? There's a Subway down the road from my house. Man, that sounds so good right now. Whoa. That sounds wonderful. Provolone cheese is so fucking good. I think it's my favorite. I like to get it at home too. So I'll get like packages of turkey meat and provolone cheese. Sometimes I'll be fancy and I'll get a rotisserie chicken and I'll cut it all up into shredded chicken bits and I'll use that for sandwiches. Bitsy bitsy. Bitsy bitsy. Itsy bitsy. Itchy bitchy. Itchy bitchy. You're itchy bitchy. I'm hungry now. We need to stop talking about sandwiches. No more sandwich talk. I had hamburger helper for dinner. I have more hamburger helper on the stove. Oh no. Oh god, fuck. We could go back to muscle mommies, though I don't really know what else I have to say on that subject. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I think I've talked all about Muscle Mommy that I can talk about Muscle Mommy. I don't think I counted as a Muscle Mommy. Like, I had abs and my arms were really, really well shaped, but like, I was teeny tiny. Muscle Momlet. Thank you. Muscle Momlet. I saw a post about a 6'9" woman and it got me thinking how common that was. Aren't humans shrinking? Wait. I wasn't allowed to eat McDonald's chicken nuggets when I was a kid because I ate one once and there was a bone in it and I almost died choking on it, and my mom sued McDonald's and she won the lawsuit, and then she told me I was never allowed to eat chicken nuggets again. And I didn't eat a chicken nugget from McDonald's until I was 15. Is that why I'm small? Is it because I didn't get enough growth hormone from the McDonald's chicken nugget? Would that have made me bigger? I don't buy any meat from Aldi's. Anytime I've gotten meat from Aldi's, it's been a bad experience. I got food poisoning with some buffalo chicken strips that I got from Aldi's. That happened while I was on hiatus from Computer Explode, I think. I'm 6. Banned! Banned! Nah, 6-year-olds can't write nowadays. And they can't read either. I was gonna say, Cozy, if you're 6, wait, how have you been doing donos? Stop stealing your mom's credit card. I don't want to get sued. They use nothing but GPT like they're God. Goodbye, Sophie. You want some Robux? Huh? You want some Robux, little gal? I'm having a nice time. Let me bully you. It's a friendly bully. I mean nothing bad about it. Yay! Now give me your lunch money. And afterwards, I'm gonna put your head in the anthill. Yeah. It is. It's nice to just sit here and have weird little conversations. Ooh, so I've got a little list now of different SCPs that we're going to be doing readings of. It's supposed to be role reversal. I'm supposed to be the beater, not the beatee. I don't like this roleplay anymore. No, huh? The mask? No. 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 That was such a dumb thing, and like the Sword Art Online beater thing. The only beater here is Kirito, that damn beta tester, cheater beater. That's such a childish fucking name to come up with. They don't even have the excuse of like not wanting to type it out because they're fucking there. There's no typing. I could understand making it shorter if it was a basic like RPG game. Everybody still calls them beaters. True, true. I don't have any strong opinions one way or the other about Sword Art Online. I watched the first season. I don't know. Some of the anime that's come out, I haven't really like gotten into as heavily as anime that is fond to me. I have a lot of REMs. I like Apothecary Diaries. I haven't finished it, but I was watching it for a while. I really like Dandadan. I liked
A fantastic day for
ReZero.
capitalism.
I have a shit ton of REM figurines. I really like Evangelion. I really liked Haruhi Suzumiya. I really liked Fooly Cooly. I really liked Dandadan. Dandadan inspired parts of my design. Let's see, what else? Gurren Lagann. I have a poster from a New Type USA magazine from like 2009. That's a logo, a Yoko Littner like centerfold. I never watched JoJo's. My favorite anime is Saikano. I really like Serial Experiments Lane. I really liked... Fuck, what was it called? Paranoia Agent? Yeah, I've got a Fooly Cooly tattoo. I have the Atomisk symbol with Never Knows Best underneath it. And it's like my favorite tattoo. Let's see. Excel Saga was one of my first. Bobobo. Inuyasha. Fuck, what was that? Hell Girl. I really liked Hell Girl. Watamote. Let's see. I think Witchblade? Speed Grapher. I watched that and I liked those. Ghost in the Shell. There was this one old movie that I can't remember the name of it, but it was like a psychological horror. Thank you. Akira? Yes, the first time I watched Akira was at one of my customers' like theaters. That was really cool. I got to see it with like surround sound on a giant screen on a random night in like 2017. I'm trying to think. There's a lot of stuff that I've seen. I really liked Azumanga Daioh when I was younger, and Lucky Star. Lucky Star was really slow, but I like to watch clips of it on YouTube. And I would watch episodes with my best friend. Ah, water. I've amassed a collection of all of my legs too. Do we want to do any readings tonight or anything? Yeah, I watched Pop Team Epic. I like Pop Team Epic. Pawnee Pony Dash was a good one. Negima, I watched Negima. I still had the DVD set up until the movers stole it. I used to read Love Hina. I didn't really watch the anime, but I read Love Hina, the manga. Death Note, very good. Manga, really good. Movies, eh. The live action movies were eh. Ancient Magus Bride. Yes, Brotherhood. I liked the original, but I read the manga. And I didn't like that there was so much missing in the anime that was in the manga. So when Brotherhood came out, excellent. Yes, I've seen Angel Beats. Oh my goddess. And oh my goddess. それら愛じゃない愛はそうじゃない I didn't watch Golden Boy, but one of my favorite AMVs is Golden Boy. Hold on. I'm gonna show it. We're gonna look at it. それは愛じゃない Yes, I watched Panty and Stocking. Golden Boy. This was one of the first AMVs that I would watch over and over again. Here we go! I love this AMV. Chihuahua. Chihuahua.
Chihuahua.
Chihuahua. Chihuahua. Chihuahua. Chihuahua. Oh, Chihuahua.
I'm walking in the street and the moon shines brightly. The melody keeps spinning on my mind tonight.
I gotcha. That's a song about Chihuahua. Yeah, that's cool. Alright.
When the life without sorrow feels
Young.
When you think about tomorrow, say yo.
When you're about to freak out, just go on, shout it out loud.
Chihuahua here, Chihuahua there. Everybody wants it everywhere. Sing it loud, and life can be so easy. What can make you move?
Chihuahua.
Can you feel the groove? What can make you dance? Oh, Chihuahua. What can make you sing?
Chihuahua.
Take it and you win.
Chihuahua.
What can bring you joy? Oh, Chihuahua. I'm driving in my car looking for a parking space. There it is, my place. Someone else wins the race. No,
I give up. Today is not my day. When I take a deep breath and say, calm down. When you're about to go crazy, turn around and feel as fresh as a daisy. Just run.
because it's time to go. Have fun and let the whole
Whole world know. Chihuahua here, Chihuahua there. Everybody wants it everywhere.
sing it loud. And life can be so easy.
Chihuahua.
What can make you move? Can you feel the groove? What can make you dance? Oh, Chihuahua. What can make you sing? Take it and you win. What can bring you joy? Chihuahua.
Chicano, which is of Mexican descent. Chihuahua. Chihuahua. Chihuahua.
Can make you move. Can you feel that groove? What can make you dance? Oh, Chihuahua. What can make you shout? What it's all about.
It's such good editing.
Bring you love. Oh, Chihuahua.
I love that fucking AMV. Oh, hold on. There's another one that I remember. Get out of here. You're not what I want. You're not what I want. Where is it? I know it's still on YouTube. No, I want to see this. There it is. This is one of my favorites. This was my first AMV, actually. This is my fucking favorite. Fudge. Goodbye, Jelly. You guys get to see me at my peak autism. Left, go right, go pick up set, go left, go right, go left. March! Hey, old Captain Jack. Bring me back the rail track. Give me a gun in my hand. I'm gonna be a shooting man. Left, right, left. The military step. The Air Force rep.
The 17 is the best.
Go left, go right, go pick up the step. Go left, go right, go left. Hey, I run through the railroad track. Run along with Captain Jack. Dee-da-do, dee-da-do, dee-da with Captain Jack. Run along with Captain Jack. Dee-da-do, dee-da-do, dee-da-dee-da-dee-da-do. Da-da-da-dee-da-do. Left, right, right, left. Ba-da-da-dee-da-do. Run along with Captain Jack. I saw a titty. Attention. Forward march. Look at them go. Hot damn. Where's the music? They didn't finish it. What's another one? Hold on. Woo. I'm having more flashbacks. Oh. The window cool is high, and the leaves of the sky. If you feel that groove, move, the dummies have to move, move. Can you feel the beat, the beat, the beat? Oh, tell me what is wrong, no, now it's time to be alone. Let me love you every day, so all you have to tell me, say, do it. Just do the beat, just to me, just do the beat. I will, but after this one. This was also at AMV. I used to watch a lot. Candy pop. Candy pop. I see you, you see me. And not too much candy pop in me. Jimmy me rum, Ziggy, Jules, Brother Hyde.
On the TS's track.
Here we go. get こと feel the こと
見た目おしゃれ少しラリ少しだけ自分のタイプの彼もしかして easy チェックシート見に来てるなら it's time to get busy そんなハットボーイは誰一目見ただけなのになぜボンボン
姉妹ともに美人さん
美人さんに敵を挟んで過ごすサンデー
なんてやけに適当だなんて謎めいて word to word スキーマ塗って imagine that
Imagine what Diggy Mo there's no telling what I'm gonna do 独り占めしたい Every time 目が合うたびなんもなかったように I act でもないシーン Bad hearts impact 食らうん just like that Oh 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 Boy you are a girl ももっとしょうがないもう死んでしょう
Gosh, no, I'm showing everybody my cringe right now. Why are you rating me when I'm showing everybody my fucking cringe right now? Ghost, thank you for the raid, but why? Why is this? Why did you choose to come here? Look away! Stop looking at me, raiders. Don't pay no mind to what's on the screen right now. Hi. It's Haruhi Suzumiya Candy Pop AMV. I like the way you look at me. I like the way you talk to me. Fine. Hello, Raiders. Hi. My name is NeoPo Senpai, your local pint-sized milkman SCP. I know I don't look like that right now, but I am Goblin. It's Halloween. Thank you for the follow. See, I got my
milk is delicious.
milk bar all decorated for it. I decorated. But I was showing some old AMVs I used to watch obsessively. This is my autism. This is my autism. This is it. It's just mysterious. So girl, you wanna write? Alright. But hello! I'm a variety streamer. I do karaoke on Saturdays. I play various video games, usually horror games. I exist. I stream. I yap real good and we've been doing SCP file readings now for Halloween. We might do one later tonight, possibly. So if you like spooky vibes, it's very spooky times around here, especially right now. Anyways, that's all of the autism you get for one day. Whoa, it's me. That's me. Okay. But we've been talking about... Why am I so far behind? We've been talking about muscle mommies and childhood trauma, relationships. What else was there? Why Hello Kitty is not a throat goat. There was a couple of other topics. What else came up? Muscle mommy pegging. And we were yay for that. Weird foods. Yeah, weird foods. Me liking eating pizza dipped in ketchup is apparently weird. But then these motherfuckers are talking about putting mustard into mac and cheese. Mustard into mac and cheese. Why the fuck would you put mustard in your mac and cheese? Every single one of you is wrong on many, many, many levels. Many. Why mayonnaise with fries? Why would you fucking do that? I understand your name is Hungry Mexican, but you can't be that hungry. I'm never hungry enough for mayonnaise. I could be starving and I would not eat a jar of mayonnaise. Fuck your mayonnaise. I don't want any of it. You can keep all of it. But it's been fun. I've been enjoying... It's only been an hour and 30 fucking minutes? That has to be a lie. Do I really not have a sense of time to that extent? It feels like it's been 3 hours. I feel like I've been on stream forever now. Maybe it's because I was up until like 8 a.m. reading SCP files on stream. And now I'm back in the fucking building again. Hold on, I have to send a very important message. Ooh. Here, I'm sending a very important message. There we go. Back in the trenches, there's no escape. Now, like I said, I feel like I've been trying to stream a little bit less than I would like to because I don't want to overstay my welcome. And then it got pointed out to me that no one's forced to be here. And if I want to be here and hang out whenever I want, it's my space and I can do that. And I was like, you're right. I'm like a tiny little god. My tiny little dimension. I can do whatever I want here. And so I've been coming back just any time that I've been like, it's stream time now. It's stream time now. My brain's too quiet. I need to fill it with noise. Live in Polka? But I'm listening to my tunes. I'm listening to my tunes. Bitsy, why is your leg bald here? Honestly though, I'm getting tired. I'm actually getting like a normal amount of sleepy. Which it's almost 10 p.m. Maybe I'll go to bed at a normal time tonight. I could go lay down and work on my work project a bit. Get some hours in at work. That would be a good idea. I hate to get rated and ran, but I'm tired. I think I'm tired tonight. I'm not normally tired. Okay, thank you, Giuliano. Hell yeah, yeah. I need to get some hours tracked in work so that I can get paid. Because I like eating, and all of my roommates work for either the government or are disabled because of the government. And the government is not active right now. So I'm the only one bringing in income. And my income is solely based on however much work I can get done in time to get paid at a certain time. And then Twitch streaming. So I'm very nervous and very anxious because we don't know how that's gonna go. It is such a stressful thing to be dealing with. And I don't want to like do a donathon or anything. What? I don't know what that message means, Giuliano. Speaking of which, I heard you did... Yeah, I designed Nene's coin purse. I designed Nene's mug. I designed Nene's Standy's base. It's a doily. It's a doily because she gives off very cozy grandma vibes. No, they don't work in Area 52. What else? I designed her button and her chibi keychain. And something else. There was something else I did. And there's a couple of other things coming out with Kawa. One already came out, and it was the little horse plushie. For Tomoe? I don't remember her name fully. I've never really interacted with her. But I designed her horse plushie. And some of my new stuff that's coming out, I designed. One of the things is done by an artist that's not me, which is very nice. I like not having to do stuff for myself because I don't take it seriously. I don't take myself seriously enough to put in good work. Anybody else, I'm gonna bend over backwards for to make sure they get exactly what they want. Me, I get an idea in my head and I'm like, I don't want to do that for myself though. This sounds fun, this sounds cool, but I don't want to do that. What was I gonna do? Okay, channel. Search. We're gonna find someone to throw you guys at, because I do think maybe cozy time in bed, working, and getting my hours up so I can get groceries is a good idea. That sounds like a plan. Go into bed at a normal time. Hi, Prince. Sounds like a plan. So, let's go see. We're just gonna take the raid. My hands, I'm not able to do really detailed work anymore. I already had to contact a couple of people and be like, hey, I cannot do the thing. And thankfully, they've been like, I understand. You're free to go. And I was like, thank you. Thank you, kind individual. You know what? Let's raid Podge. Do you guys want to go to a goblin? We're gonna send you to a goblin. Daddy NeoPo is tired. We're gonna raid Podge. But I hope you guys had a wonderful time. I had fun. I hope you had fun. I'll be back tomorrow during the daytime. I've got some stuff to do. Here's our raid message if you want to copy and paste that. We haven't raided in a while. And then I think it's /raid Podgekin. Go get the gobble. Tell the gobble the milkman sent ya.
We have both of those things here in abundance.
True.
Get her! Get her!
Cells, we usually just like the survival
I love cracking old ones with the boys.
crack.
We.
I like survival when there's a lot of things spawning.
There's like a trickle over here, so I'm probably, you know, ruining it in some capacity.
Another
Stomping all around. Ooh.